greasy. I just had a salad, so the salad dressing is coming out of my face. I told you about my skin. I told y'all about the skin. I do like how it's shiny though. What is this? Oh, it's my thing. Oh no, it's not. What the hell is it? Oh, it's my. I'm like, what is this white piece of paper? It's my napkin, my paper towel that I was using. Told you I had to like eat. That's one thing that I've been like, that has really been helping me concerning my health is just making myself eat 3 meals a day. I know all the doctors, scientists, nutritionists say that that's what we should do. I just, listen, when you're an entrepreneur, when you're a contract worker and you no longer have like a 9 to 5, it is hard to get yourself on a schedule because my days never really start and stop. And since I have given myself a bedtime, since I have given myself a time to get up, since I have since I have given myself a time to work out, since I put myself on a schedule, I've been doing so well. So because my body is on a schedule, especially the eating schedule, at like a certain time, I gotta eat. My body is like, oh girl, we can't go another hour. Feed me, Seymour. So so sorry guys. I was trying to not go over on Potomac, but we always go over on Potomac. No matter what, outside of all the reviews I do, Potomac is the one that I could, for some reason, we just need a bit more time. I don't know. We're always talking about something. But anyway, my stomach would have been growling had I not took that time to get something to eat. And then my mom was on like her prayer call and she was praying. And I was just like, I cannot start this live with my mom speaking in tongues in the background. Oh, welcome to being a Black Christian. I'm like, if I start this live and she is just going to glory in the background, how rude and weird for people who don't know what's happening here. Anyway, how are we doing? It goes on green, but it actually is a nice, a nice little, what the hell? A little too much on this side. A little too much on this corner. Yes. Yes. Lime crime. If you really wanted to make some money, you would make these lip glosses larger. Cause I mean, I'm a chocolate girl with some big lips. I go through these lip glosses, and they only make their clear lip gloss. They only make that one in the biggie size, but I need a larger size of this. This is Lime Crime. Oh, forgive the nails. Forgive the nails. Lime Crime Wild Cherry. What color is this? Fluorescent Cherry. I have my holiday lip gloss that I'm not touching until December 1st. No, December 9th. I'll jump in on them heifers on December 9th, but that is my holiday lip gloss. I've talked long enough. How are you guys doing? Oh, I got a super chat already. Yes, Tracy. Yes, Tracy said, can we please call in this live? Yes. What I'm going to do, Tracy, is I'm going to do my review first, and then I don't have a lot of notes, so it won't be long. And then after that, I will share the link, and I'll share, Tracy, I'll share it with you. And Tony, if you're in the chat, yes, Tony is here. I'll share it with you, Tony. You guys can put it in the chat when I'm done the live. I'll share it with Tony. I'm gonna share it with Tony, Tracy. Thank you so much for the super chat. Because Tony is like, as soon as I open my Instagram, it's either Tony or Simply Simone. Right at the top. So whoever I can get through the quickest, I'm going to share the link. And then if you guys want to call in, you can call in. Listen, the channel is growing. So I would prefer you to come on, yourself. You know what I mean? If you don't feel like being on camera, put on a filter. But the only reason why I don't want people doing them blocks or whatever, just because if I'll definitely share the link and I'll call on my regulars. But if you're somebody new here, I need to see who you are. Here is why. If you come on my platform and you act a bleeping fool, we're going to say that footage. And you you are going to have to deal with the foolishness you spoke out of your mouth with your face on my platform. I prefer that. I understand not everybody's camera ready because this just wasn't announced until now. I get that. Call in another time. But I need you to be camera ready because, if you're not a regular, I don't want to play no games. People do a lot behind Avi. That's not them, right? Like them racist Bravo fan pages. They do a lot of talking behind a housewife Avi or whatever, a housewife profile pic. Teresa Giudice, she talked real crazy, but we know it's not her. But people, I'm telling you, those Bravo pages that are the worst always use Teresa or Nene, and they just spew so much hate. I'm not saying that Nene and Teresa spew hate, but I'm just saying those housewife, those Bravo fan pages use them a lot to talk reckless. Because I'll be like, oh my goodness, Nene is going off. Oh, that's not Nene. Who is it? Who's behind them fan pages? I'm telling you, one day somebody gonna trace your IP addresses and expose your whole life. Y'all better stay woke. God is giving y'all a chance. God is giving y'all a chance to get out of the mess. Let me share the link with Tony first, guys. Hold on. Tony, look out for the link. Look out for the link. Mm-hmm. Thank you again, Tracy, for the super chat. Let me get some older comments. What time is it? We got about 3 more minutes, and then we'll get into it. Hey, Miss Brown Sugar. Miss Brown Sugar said, another example of not treating Black people as people with the humanity and empathy they deserve. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Black Lavender said, I wouldn't be surprised if Meredith and Whitney were involved in some way. The way they were talking, right? The way they were talking, it's just like, y'all real excited about this. Why? Hey, Kiki. Kiki said, I got my good eye on Lisa. Why she need to call all them lawyers on camera and mic'd up? Everybody moving real weird. The only person who isn't moving weird is Jenny. Jenny is the only one who I'm just like, yeah, you want no involvement in this and you do not care. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy also said, Star family, please like, comment, subscribe, and share because you care. And hit that notification button, please. Please. All right. Let me share. Share because you care. How do I? Oh, this is it. I'm sorry. I haven't shared a StreamYard link in so long. All right, Tony. It is sent. It is sent. It is well. It is well with my soul. All right. Tony says she got it. I was about to text this to you, but Tony, just after I do my live, just put it in the comment section, and we can go. Or we can go for broke, y'all. Oh, we can go. Yellow Bone ain't what he want. Accountability is what he needs. But y'all will never give it to them. Why? Because you benefit from colorism. Hey. I tried. I tried. Hey, Latrice. Latrice said, just want to show some love. Replay gang. What's up? Thank you so much, Latrice. But you're right on time for the replay game. I haven't really started. I have not really started. What's up, Cam Delete? Cam Delete said, I didn't like that Bravo added Jen's young son. Ooh, we will talk about that. Coming out of the house with their hands up. That broke me. That broke me. And I honestly got a whole different perspective on this. Jen is still in the wrong, but I got a whole different perspective. Hey, Tia Bia. Tia Bia said, Jenny did a Mariah, and I was like, I don't know her. Now let me grab her gift bag. I thought that was a bit tasteless, right? That's just a bit tasteless. Like, why are you going through her stuff? I don't know. But that's just me. Hey, So-So Steph. So-So Steph says, Salt Lake is my fave right now. It's in the light, fun shade state that we love. I said this last season during my reviews. People enjoy Salt Lake because it is reminiscent of what these housewife shows used to be. Everybody, all these housewives now have made so much money and created such a fan base that they become their own, monster, right? So they're no longer showing up to work the way they used to now because they're manipulating storylines, performing for a certain fan base, weaponizing their fan base, getting a little too big for their britches and thinking, that this is a solo show and not an ensemble show. And it's just not fun to watch them anymore. But because Salt Lake is so new, I guarantee you that NBC is probably letting Salt Lake know everybody is replaceable. You ladies need to show up and you need to do what you need to do, because there are ladies who have been doing this for 10 years who, just basically letting them know you got to put in some work. And they have been showing up. I don't know where they're going to be in the next few years. I don't know if somebody is going to think that they're the star of the show and start to act a certain way and ruin what we love about it. But for right now, we love them because it's what we loved about these housewife shows in the beginning. It was just fun girl group, real friends who were exaggerating their dramas and issues and comedy for entertainment. But they're still so new to the process that they're not manipulating yet the storylines or weaponizing yet their fan base. And I say yet because I'm sorry, we've seen it happen to every sect of the show. I don't know what's going to happen with Dubai because they can only do so much. Which is the thing, like you guys have sent me stuff about the Real Housewives of Dubai. I am excited about it for one reason and one reason only: money, right? They got money on the Dubai show. And of course, it's very diverse. My only issue is it's Dubai. How much can they really do? How much can these ladies really do? I already heard that a couple of laws is making some scenes and some content difficult. I don't know if this was well thought out, Andy. I don't know. You got the money factor, but are we going to get the content factor? We will see. We will see. A lot of Westerners are moving to Dubai, and I'm just like, okay, girl, don't pull that mess over here, over there, that you pull in America. Tony said, no, not true, Nikki, because you can do intermittent fasting and be fine. So really, you don't need to eat those times that we've been taught. No, I wasn't saying times that we have been taught. I was saying times that I have set for myself to eat. Like I've made times in the day when I will eat a meal, normally around times that I work out, right? Because what I would do is I would work out and then I wouldn't eat for a really long time. And it just wasn't working out for me. My metabolism was all over the place. But since I've set a sleeping schedule and a meal schedule, if I don't eat at a certain time, my body is like, oh no, this is when we're supposed to eat. So let's eat. Yeah, I never agreed with breakfast and all that stuff. And because I've always been somebody that eats late. So yeah, I wasn't saying anything about what we've been taught or anything. I was saying about for me and what I've set for myself, that like if I don't eat at a certain time that I've been eating for the past month or so, doesn't work well for me. So when I was doing my last live, my stomach was like, okay, this is normally the time we have soup and a salad, like, you know what I mean? Or a smoothie. Like, let's do it, girl, because this works for us. That's all. Kiki Q said, Jen Shah needs all the prayers anyway. She absolutely does. What's up? It's Latasha. It's Latasha said, my hair appointment isn't until later this week. I'll have to try calling in another time. No worries. If this goes well, if this is something that you guys enjoy, I'll keep it up. I will keep it up if you like to call in. Hey, Irene. Because I tried it last time and I didn't feel like a lot of people were okay with that. So we'll see. If it works, we'll keep it up. Hey, Irene. Irene said Meredith was creepy in this episode. When she laughed in the confessional, I got chills. She probably snitched, but I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was just a rumor about Meredith snitching. The way she acted this episode, I'm like, oh, girl, I'm starting to believe the blogs. I'm starting to believe the blogs. Ciao. No, they not putting you through it. Not the same men that put you on a pedestal. They giving you hell? Really? You and your 3B, 3A and 3B curls, he mistreating you? Child. You'll never win siding with a man. You'll never win siding with a man, but you'll keep on going through this heartache till you figure it out. It is what it is. Do you? Hey, Yummy Bashan. Yummy B Chan. I'm sorry. I didn't add so many syllables to your name. Yummy B Chan said, I don't think the cast had anything to do with Jen Shah's case. The FBI has a high conviction rate for a reason. They only arrest people they have evidence on, and they will make a scene. Heather said, Alex said, Heather saying that there was no humanity because the cops picked up Jen by the road had me wondering, like, what? Not that she was stealing from old people. Yeah, I think a lot of them, there were some things that were said and done, and I was like, right? It looked a little funny to me, right? But I will say, you know what? They're finding out everything, and they're finding it out on camera. This is their raw reactions. I'm just going to let them have it. I'm just going to let it happen. Lauren, you think so? I think they had a strong first season. Shakia, I would love a Real Housewives of Philly. But the thing about it is, the Philadelphia girls like to tussle and stab. So I don't know. I do not know. What's up, Dr. M? Dr. M. Wait a minute. Dr. M said Danny Lee really thought she was the number one in the baby's life. I bet she feels a certain kind of way now. Do they really ever get the wake-up call? Do they ever really? We'll see. We'll see. We will see. All right. Let me get into this review. Tony has the link. When I'm done, we will get into the live, the questions. Thank you so much for coming on in the room. Oh, thank you for coming on in the room. Why is Lisa crying? Like, Lisa's on the phone with her husband, and she's like, Homeland Security is here. I'm shaking. I'm literally shaking. Lisa, it was a lot. It was a lot because you did all of that and you didn't cry. Like, you were giving us a cry face. Nothing came down. It could be the Botox. It could be the Botox. It could be the wrestling. It could be a lot of things. Or it could just be you putting 20 on 10 and performing for the cameras, because I do not know why you were so emotional. The only person, I gotta be honest with you, the only person who was emotional finding out all of this stuff about Jen, whose emotions to me did not seem fake, forced, and manipulated for the show, was Heather. Because at the end of the day, the beginning, middle, and end of the day, Heather and Jen are really friends. They are really good friends, right? So Heather finding out all of this stuff about her friend, like huge stuff about her friend. In the moment, I gotta be honest with you guys, I would probably have the same reaction too. The same reaction to, like, the feds are coming to pick up my friend. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, I think I would have been just as emotional. Heather was the only one I believed. Lisa, why are you calling all your lawyers? Lisa was I'm sorry. Lisa was putting on an A+ performance on this party bus. She was going to make sure that even if Jen was the story, she was going to be the star. She called her husband, which makes sense, right? Then she calls all her 6 lawyers and she said, yeah, I've contacted all 6 of my lawyers. We have them on payroll. Okay. Why are you contacting 6 of your lawyers? Jen is the one that got picked up by the feds. What does that have to do with you? I told you, rich people all got dirty hands. They all know the only way in this nation to become rich, to become wealthy, is not by any means that you want the feds to know. These people be lying on their taxes. These people be paying for cash, hiding monies in different accounts. There's no way in this nation you making an honest coin that much when there's a huge wealth inequality gap in this nation. There's no way that you are making this kind of coin daily, hourly, yearly, and it's clean. You got clean hands. There's no way, because why in the hell your friend, your coworker gets picked up by the feds? You call your lawyer for what? What the hell is that, girl?
June 28th, 2017. It was just like any other day. We were going to the mall.
Baby! Not me thinking the feds was watching me. Child, hold on.
My mom was at work, and we got our hair done earlier.
Oh, you know what? Did I record this? Let me see if I record this. I recorded this. Is this okay? Let me exit out of this. Ciao! The way I almost acted like Lisa. I'm shaking. So let me give you some behind the scenes tea. While I was, eating my salad in between my break, I was watching See No Evil. It's a new episode called Seeing Red. So I have everything recorded. So for some reason, I just pause it and hop on a live. And normally, with my DVR, you can only pause a show for so long until it just starts playing. I was like, it's the feds. Listen, oh my God, they coming for me. Maybe I need to call 6 of my lawyers that I got on payroll. Anyway, the wealthy is watching. Keep me in your prayers. But anyway. I'm like, why you gotta call 6 of your lawyers? And like, what are you doing? Because there's no way you got a huge mic pack on your body. So you're mic'd up, right? You also know that there's cameras, that this party bus is fixed with several cameras. So who is this performance for? Like, what are you doing? The whole party bus ride, she acted like she knew something. Your first reaction when you see somebody get picked up by the feds, a friend or a coworker, your first reaction is to call your lawyers. How does that make sense, right? If this is your friend, you're like, oh my God, what happened? Should we turn the bus around? Like, what is going on? And then you and your friends are on the party bus talking about what happened. There's footage of you, flashback footage of you on the phone with all of your lawyers. Why, Lisa? Why? And you know who there's footage of that makes absolutely sense? She's on the same party bus with you, Heather. Face is red. Eyes are bloodshot. This is Heather the whole time on the bus. Like, that's a real reaction. Because what the hell just happened? First of all, the feds pull up in the parking lot of your business. So you're like, well, what is going on? Your first thing is like, oh my God, did something go wrong with my taxes? Because if you don't know how to pay your taxes, you're always nervous, especially when you make a lot of money. You're like, oh my God, what do I do? What do them accountants do? So you're nervous, right? So if it's not for you, it's for the other businesses that you share the shopping space with. So you're just like, oh my gosh, are they raiding Vinny's Pizzeria? Like, there's all this stuff going on, right? Then you find out that they're not raiding your business. They're not raiding Vinny's Pizzeria. They're not raiding Rainbow across the street. They're raiding your really good friend on this show. how the hell are you going to react? Heather's reaction made so much sense. She went from being shocked to breaking down to shocked again to talking to everybody to trying to put pieces together to make sense of what's happening to texting her friend. All of her reactions made sense to me. Whitney and Lisa's reactions did not make sense. Jenny's reaction made sense as well because Jenny don't really know Jen like that. And Jenny is just like, why are y'all all talking about this? And y'all don't really know what happens. Because as soon as that article came out, Whitney, oh my God, chills, I'm shaking. Chills, look at my skin. Oh my God, bumps, goosebumps. Oh my God, chills. Somebody just sent me the article. Oh my God, she's reading every line. And Jen is sitting there like, it's one article. Do we really know what happened? That makes sense as well, right? Because, like, why are you all freaking out? One, it's not you. Two, we really don't know what happened. So, one article and you are going nuts, right? But then Jenny piped up when Whitney was like, well, this is from the district attorney of New York. The New York district attorney. Jenny was like, oh, what'd it say? That's when Jenny was like, okay, now I'm invested. Before it was just like gossip, right? But when you say the district attorney of the I think it was the state of New York City or the state of New York, you're just like, oh, okay, well, this is credible. So let's have that conversation. But Lisa and Whitney, something going on. I will say this, Whitney, the way you were filmed this episode, sis, from watching these shows as much as I have watched them, it seems like they setting you up. They setting you and Mary up for a downfall, right? Because there were several clips of you on this episode where you're saying, so this is what Jen did. What you do is she collects this data and it's all the cookies, and you can take this money from vulnerable people and you can scam them because they're vulnerable and they're own and I don't know anything. And that's how that happens. So you can get millions of dollars from this market because this is what marketing is, right? So we have scenes of you doing that, right? And then we have confessionals of your castmates saying, why does Whitney know so much? Why is Whitney invested? It's really weird that Whitney knows so much information about this. It's really weird that Whitney is invested in this so much. What is Whitney hiding? Does Whitney have any other knowledge about this that we don't know? I'm telling you, Mama, the editing is looking like the show got some receipts on you, and it might not be season 3. It might not be season 4, but they setting you up for a season. Just the way it was looking, I'm like, this editing is real suspicious. Mary too. The editing is real suspicious because if you watch these Bravo shows long enough, you know that they are literally compiling scenes and confessionals for flashbacks in either another episode or the reunion. So when you say you didn't say this, or when you say that didn't happen, they will put that flashback in black and white and expose you. So if I was you, Whitney, I wouldn't be so excited about what's happening with Jen. First of all, not Meredith showing up. As we've watched the episode, I don't know if you were acting Meredith, but not Meredith showing up to this free house that they got. Let's be real. That was a commercial. Bravo definitely did not pay them people, but told them they will give them free promotion. That's exactly what happened, because that was a very informative commercial about what that company provides to people who stay at their chalets. Okay. They didn't pay them a dime, but this was their promotion. And listen, it's a good commercial for 1.3 million viewers. Not bad. So anyway, we have the juxtaposition of the ladies on the bus having a whole meltdown, piecing together what happened with Jen. And then we have Meredith. Oh my gosh, this is so nice. I'm engaging in this property. Right? Not knowing what's going on the bus. So then Lisa calls her and she's like, Meredith, oh my God, have you heard what happened? Have you not checked your phone? And Meredith's like, oh, I haven't checked my phone at all. I've been here exploring the house. It's to die for. And Lisa's like, well, check your phone because Jen, she got picked up by the feds. Look, I'm shaking. She got picked up by the feds. It's a scam, money laundering. I can't believe it. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh my God. And Meredith, I told you guys that something was going on. I mean, I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. And Jenny is like, wait a minute, give me the phone. You're not shocked. They are bringing it finally. Why are you not shocked? Jenny, Heather, the only reactions that have made sense to me watching this. Why are you not shocked, girl? What do you know? And then in the confessional, Jenny is like, you cannot make comments like that and then not tell us what you know. Yes, Jenny, you are finally starting to come alive for me because, baby, you are making sense. She took that phone out of Lisa's hands and was just like, what do you know? Because why is this your reaction? It absolutely makes sense for her to ask that question. I will say this, Lisa. I don't think you realize, like, I think you knew you were on camera. I think you knew that you were mic'd up. But I think you thought when you said to your husband, I think Meredith knows something. When you said that to him on camera, through the phone, while you were on the phone with him, I think you thought when you covered your mouth, the mic didn't pick up the audio. Because why would you say that? And then in your confessional, it's just like, I don't know what Meredith knows, but she's acting like she knows something. So, girl, you said to your husband on camera and mic up that she knows something. And this is why you be beefing with people, Lisa. This is why you are always beefing with people, because you say stuff on the show, maybe in the moment you think, oh, this is going to make a fabulous theme. So let me say this. Let me do a little bit of that. Let me mix it up. And you're thinking that you're creating a great show, right? But you're saying these things about people, even if it is great content, right? There's consequences to the content that you put out there. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know, right? So if you and Meredith are beefing at the reunion, I would not be shocked, because you were the one who said that she thinks she knows something, but now you're acting like you never said that and like you don't know that she knows something. You gotta keep your storyline consistent, because Bravo ain't your friend. And they showed us that you said, I think Meredith knows something. And then in your confessional, I don't know what Meredith knows. What? I don't think she knows anything. Okay, girl. You gotta stay consistent, right? So the chick who I was waiting for finally shows up to the chalet, the free chalet, Mary, and Lisa is in the tub greeting her. I will say that was a little, Meredith is in the tub greeting her. I will say, I'll wait for you to get out the tub. I'm with Mary. I would have been like, I can wait down here. Like, I don't have to go to, like, it was awkward. It was awkward. And I agreed with Mary in that moment. Mary's just like, if you're the hostess, like, come downstairs, fully clothed, and greet me. You set this up. Why are you beckoning me to the bathroom and you're in the tub naked with these bubbles strategically placed? Hey. Mary was like, this is not normal. It's not, Mary. You are right about that. I will say that when Mary was talking about Jen and how, she just felt really bad for her, I believed her. I really, really did. Until we got to the end of the episode. Because, like, when Mary is talking to Meredith, she's just like, it's really weird that she's excited about what happened. Like, she seems kind of happy. And I'm hurt. I'm really hurt for what happened to Jen, right? But then at the end of the episode, you're like, I haven't seen anything good in Jen. Nothing. There's nothing good in her, right? So I was just confused, because at the end you really cared about her. Now you haven't seen anything good in her, and I had the same reaction Jenny had, because I was like, damn, you ain't never seen nothing good in this woman. I get that what she did was terrible, but whew, what a strong statement, because Jenny was like, Jenny showed up for me this episode. She hasn't been my favorite since we met her and that husband that she called ugly. But I will say she showed up for me this episode, because I just felt like all of her reactions were just real and made sense and were just very honest. She was like, nothing good in her. Wow. Like that was such a strong statement. And it was completely different to the reaction or the comments. Oh, hold on. Let me get my charger. To the comments that you made to Meredith when she first talked to you about what happened with Jen. Real weird. Like, how do you go from, I feel really bad for her and her kids, to there's nothing good in this woman. I've never seen anything good in her. Wow, what a leap. What a leap. So anyway, the ladies finally meet up together and they start talking about what happened. Before we get to that, all the ladies coming together, I will say Bravo will get some footage. I don't know what these other shows are doing, but Bravo will get footage of whatever their cast is going through. Even if they got to strip it off of the cast cell phone and their little Blackberries, Bravo will get the footage. Because, baby, when I was watching when we were watching the feds go to Jen's home, we got the sideways iPhone camera footage of the production guy. He's like, I'm here working for Jen's production. I just want to know what's going on. And the feds are like, we just want to talk to her. I was like, girl, you going to jail. They're just like, I just want to talk to her. Just want to see what's going on with her. Make sure she's all right. Yeah. And the guy's like, okay, all right, thanks. And it's like, shaky or whatever. Bravo was just like, give me that footage, right? Then I guarantee you that Bravo went to the owners of Jen's new home, because they're renters. Nothing wrong with being a renter. I currently am one. I live on the first floor of my apartment complex. I'll never do that again. First floor ain't for me, baby. Never again. I'm a fifth floor hoe or nothing else. Anyway, so I guarantee you that Bravo went to the owners of the home that the Shaws are renting and got that footage from their ring security camera, because that is the footage that we saw. That was not Fed footage. That was not production footage. That was ring camera footage. The ring camera footage was of Jen's son, the baby, walking out with his hands up. The fact that child was afraid that he would have gotten shot by these authorities broke my heart. I was like, the baby know what to do. Ain't that something? That child knows what to do to possibly survive that interaction with the police. Heartbreaking to see that little black child walk with his hands up because he's afraid of what could happen if he doesn't look non-intimidating to the authorities. Absolutely heartbreaking. But I want to talk about that because that's Bravo. I'm telling you, I don't know any other reality TV show that does this. Bravo will get any footage of anything. Countess Luann, how the hell you get police security cam footage of the Countess threatening a police officer in the back seat? How you get that? Bravo is like TMZ. Bravo is like TMZ with footage. But I like this episode, I was just like, wow, I'm really impressed. Not only did they get the footage from the ring security camera, they also got footage from Meredith's store. Meredith's store where Jen's assistant was giving themselves a 5-finger discount. Baby, let's get into it. So anyway, all the ladies, okay, something's going on in my group chat. Let me mute this. Let me mute my phone. What the hell is going on in my group chat? Okay. Something ain't got nothing to do with me. Anyway, sorry, my family group chat is going up. I mean, they know I'm doing a live. Why y'all dropping all this tea in a group chat right now? and got me off taking my focus. So anyway, all the ladies get together and they finally start comparing notes with the whole group now. Meredith is involved, Mary is involved, and they're all talking about what happened. Meredith, it was very weird that you could not stop smirking talking about what's happening with Jen, right? And again, I am in no way defending Jen for, what she allegedly did. I have to point out though, it was really, it looked real sadistic, real diabolical on your part, sis, that you could not control your joy when talking about this woman's life falling apart. Now, I get that she was beefing with that woman because, Meredith said for 2 years, Jen has been harassing her and her family. I didn't know it was 2 years. We did get this season kind of late. So yeah, so her and Brooks or whatever were beefing for a very long time. And, Meredith definitely went through it, right? But Meredith, you should have never sat down with that woman. You should have never engaged, right? Accepted her apology and decided to move on. Because when you do that, you look real diabolical, right? When everything starts falling apart for Jen and you cannot contain your joy. You cannot contain your joy to the point where the ladies are just like, is Meredith okay? You are just, yeah, well, I have several friends that have told me that she's red flagged and Louis. Yeah, she can't Louis Vuitton. Yeah, she can't shop there anymore because she pays for everything in cash. Yeah, several sources. So I heard it. Why are you so happy? She about to go to prison. Listen, even heifers I don't like. I'm never celebrating nobody going to prison. Nah. Did I ever celebrate anybody going to prison? That cop. That's different. That's a cop. Anyway, but I'm just like, wow, you are real excited about this lady's life being destroyed. Again, not defending her, but it's just weird because you sat down, you forgave her, you decided to move on. It would have been better for you in this moment to have not forgiven her, to have not decided to move on, because it seems like even though you forgave her and you moved on, it felt like you were just doing that for the show, so the show could move along, and so you could look a certain way to the ladies, right? So you could look like the bigger person, but you're really not the bigger person, and that is okay. Being the bigger person is hard. Not everybody can do it. Not everybody likes to do it, and some of us decide not to do it, and that's okay, right? You should have never done that, because here you are celebrating this lady's life falling apart. Here you are celebrating the feds raiding her home, her kids seeing all this stuff happen. You're getting joy out of this. I don't think that people really get a joy out of their enemies getting the karma, right? Don't you feel bad? Even though it's I hated what that person did to people. Damn. Yikes, right? You're not crying and being like, oh my goodness, that's so terrible. But you're like, yikes. I mean, I knew karma was going to come back together, but not like that, right? Or you'll be like, shout out to the Christians, you'll be like, Lord, when I prayed for you to deliver me from the hands of my enemies, I know you was going to do all that. You know what I mean? But you're like, her day is here. But you forgave her. You moved on. You shouldn't have done it. And it would have been okay for you to be like, I can't accept this apology right now. I'm not in that space. I don't trust you. And right now, I don't want to be friends with you, because your reaction would have made more sense. Because it looks real weird that we can move on. It's fine. Let's move on as friends. I'm ready to move on with Jen. It's in the past. Let's engage, right? And then when her life starts falling apart, when the feds are showing up, when the lady might possibly go to prison, you are not only are you overjoyed, you're giving so much energy that we have never seen. We have never seen you this joyous and energetic. It's a little creepy. I gotta be honest with you. It's a little creepy. Heather's face is red because she's still crying. And you're saying, well, I told you guys. I told you guys about it, but nobody wanted to hear me. Now, I guess you can hear me now. Heather was like, because it was just very weird. You were like, celebrate. You never celebrate somebody's downfall, even if they deserve it, even if they had it coming to you, because life is real tricky and funny. Everybody has their day. Never celebrate it because you don't know how close or how far away your turn is. Never celebrate it. Anyway, it was just really weird because she was I told you. I already knew that certain things were going on with her. She might be going to sing. Okay, girl. All right. Mary, you gotta stop the bleaching. Listen, I don't know what that bleaching life is like. What I do know is that when you ain't got that makeup on, your skin has been through some things. And because it's like everything is just like bleach and rips all over your skin. Stop it. Let the melanin come back into your skin and save you from destruction, because you are messing yourself up. You're going to start, you are a skin bleach away from looking like that. Who is that? Jamaican subscribers. Who is that Jamaican reggae? Is it? Yeah, reggae. He's a reggae star who bleached his skin and now he got purple lips from all that bleaching. Like he is serving powder with purple lips. There's like, he's bleached himself so much. There is no melanin left in that man's body. You're talking about casket ready, baby. He looked like a Game of Thrones White Walker. It did not work out in his favor. His skin is shot. That Mary, you're a skin bleach away from serving White Walker. Wake up. Wake up. I was like, ooh, girl, is this a skin bleaching PSA? Get the foundation. Where's the fashion fair? We got to save Mary. That was a mess. That was a mess. Meredith, again, you should have never made up with that woman. You just look diabolical. Everybody's like, oh my God, really? What? I can't believe this, Jen. Her kids, like, oh, why would she do this? It's so horrible, Meredith. I can't get over that. I cannot get over that. Whitney, you are another one who is enjoying this downfall. I won't necessarily say that you're enjoying Jen's downfall. You're enjoying the mess. Listen, as a fellow mess enjoyer, let me tell you something. You can let people know how much you enjoy it, right? You were too excited to share the article and to share all these rumors. I heard that the feds had her phone pinged and they picked her up on the side of the road and arrested her. Yeah, I heard from a friend. Girl, shut Who's this friend? Who is this friend? Because you are literally telling the American people that the government was surveilling someone, illegally surveilling someone that they wanted to arrest for suspicion of wire fraud. You know how illegal that is? Not saying that the government don't do it, but they want us to believe that they don't do half of the stuff. Let me stop for my TV go off again. Ciao. Just kidding, American government. Shoot, here we go again. Damn it. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Is it the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. To the District Republic. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States. Yeah, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the district republic from which it stands, one nation under God, to each individual. Amen. Listen, I love America. Ciao. Gotta protect myself. Anyway, back to Whitney, who was just enjoying it. Yeah, I heard a friend. Yeah, somebody told me that, yeah, they pinged her phone. The government pinged her phone and arrested her on the side of the road. Yeah, they pinged her. They were tracking her. The United States government was tracking her by her cell phone. Yeah. They got Apple to unlock the surveillance block that they have on the government, and they were actually able to track her and ping. I know if anybody from Apple was watching this, they were scrambling in them headquarters. Like, what did she say? What did she say? Baby, ma'am, you cannot let people know that you enjoy the mess, right? You have to be like, oh my gosh. I don't want to say this, but you do. I don't want to say this, but I heard, this is so sad. I heard that they put a tracking device under one of her cars. Yeah, they were able to get the DA, the local DA, to agree to that. And that's how they were able to find her, because she was fleeing. Oh God, Jim was fleeing. Yeah, that's what I heard. Several sources. It's terrible. I am shaken. I'm broken up. You're not. But you gotta let these people know. You can't be, yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, my friend told me. My friend texted me. My friend that works at the Walmart on Poughkeepsie, she told me. Yeah, she was right there when it happened. On one of her shifts. Yeah. Just excited for the best, girl. I don't think she's celebrating Jen's downfall, but like, some people, not me, she enjoyed the mess too much. Yeah, a friend. Girl, what are you talking about? Does your friend work at Apple? Girl, stop the lies. Or is your friend a district attorney? If that's your source, Apple or the district attorney of New York State, then maybe I'll listen to the tea. But if it's just one of your friends that, remember that? My cousin that works at the Pentagon, remember that? If it's your cousin that works at the Pentagon, girl, your tea, keep that fake tea. Ain't nobody believing that. Now, Meredith, revealing her red flags from Jen. Let's get into it. So Meredith was just like, yeah, there were several red flags. Several. I personally had several red flags with Jen. Several. So the first red flag was Jen's assistant robbing her spot. And bing, there goes the security footage. Bravo, you a messy hoe. That we enjoy, right? So so Meredith is just like, yeah, she came to my store, and they were just looking around and shopping, and then her assistant picked up one of my bags, and Lisa, the green bag, the snakeskin bag. Girl, I thought you ain't know nothing. Yeah, I know because I have one. Yeah, I have one. Oh, y'all don't know how to lie. Y'all don't know how to lie and keep your stories consistent on this show, right? So Meredith knows something, Lisa, because you talked to Meredith about Jen, about to get arrested on camera. That's why you gave this Oscar-winning performance, because you knew this day was coming. But you're going to act like you don't know at the reunion. So there's the Bravo footage of Jen's assistant still in that clutch. Let me tell you something. An employee that works for you steals from a company that not only are you associated with, this person is also a personal friend. There is no way that you are keeping that person employed because not only did they embarrass you, they stole from a friend. How can you trust them for your stuff? Right? So if they're still like that, especially in broad daylight, you don't keep them on, Jen Shaw, right? But you do keep them on as an employee if the theftation was instructed by you. Because, baby, let's talk about what happened in this footage. Jen and the rest of the Shaw Squad was distracting. And I'm not saying I know this because I'm a, what do you call them? It's not klepto. What do you call people who steal? Thieves. Because I'm a thief, right? I'm saying this because I've worked in retail half my damn life, so I know how these people operate. I told y'all about my hellish but fun years at 34th Street, the 34th Street Gap. I told you about the Afro Latina lady who used to come in there with her I don't know if it's a fedora, her paperboy hat to the side with her leather jacket and them big jeans and them big sneakers. And she used to come in that store with 3 huge goons. She would distract the cashier because she would have all these receipts and acting like she returning stuff. But no, she's not returning that day. She's coming back. She distracts the cashier while her 3 goons cuts the security tags and takes all the jackets or sweaters and takes off running. And while they're running, she's looking around like, oh my God, what is going on? Oh my God. And acting all scared. And she runs out the store in fear, not because she's with them. And then she comes back 2 weeks later with all of these jackets to return for store credit. And the Gap can't do anything. They cannot, it is their policy. They do not handle that. They just take the footage and they compile the footage. And what do? They send it to the DA. So when the DA is ready to prosecute, they prosecute, and this is the footage that they use. But homegirl will come back with all them jackets, return it for store credit, by get the store credit because we can't refuse our service. Get the store credit and buy. Oh wait, am I telling y'all how to steal? Child, forgive me. I hope the Gap has updated their policy. And she would buy all of these clothes and take them back to her hood and sell them out of the trunk of her car. So let me tell you something. I know what I'm looking for when I'm looking at security footage. I've worked a Gap cash register. I was a cash wrap specialist, and I was a jean specialist. So you can't tell me nothing about running a cash wrap, and you can't tell me a damn thing about Gap denim jeans. Baby, please, I know what I'm talking about. The black stretch with the boot cut sells out every season. Anyway, I'm watching that security footage. Let me tell you what Jen Shaw did and a few of the Shaw Squad. What you do, right? Jen, she's looking around shopping. Oh my God, what is this? How much is this? $1,300? Oh, nothing. That's so cheap. Oh my goodness. The rest of the Shaw Squad, right? Because the manager, whoever the head honcho is on that shift, is the one who's going to attend to Jen. Why? Because she's married his friend and she got the money. She got the coin. She's going to spend well. So you want to get that commission off of this heifer. So you, the big dog, the manager of that shift, is going to spend your time with Jen Shaw, right? So you got Jen Shaw talking to the manager. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, is this the new LV? Oh, I've been dying to get this, right? Then you have the other sales associates, right? They're not the managers. They're probably, new, or there's somebody's working here part-time while they go to school, or just, some rich kid working part-time because they got to get out of their parents' house because the last time they stayed home unsupervised, they overdosed. Let's tell the truth and what? Shame the devil, right? So the rest of the Shaw Squad is walking around with the other 2 broads who don't know much of how this store operates or how scammers operate, talking to them, distracting them. So then the king thief of that moment, the one who is supposed to be taking whatever he can take while everybody else is distracted, is the one who pulls the cell phone trick. Talking on the phone, puts the cell phone down, starts talking to Jen, but you put the object down next to the object that you want to steal. If it's big enough, you put the object over the object that you want to steal, right? So talking to Jen while Jen is still distracting the manager, not knowing that he is good and on camera, right? So when Jen is just like, when Jen makes eye contact with this fool and realizes that he got the item, so she, oh, you know what? We're done looking. We're going to get out of here. All right, bye. What does he do? He already put the object that he brought in, the cell phone or whatever, or the notepad, whatever he had, over the object that he wanted to steal. So he picks up the object. And while he picks it up, the clutch comes with him. And listen, he did a really good job, right? Because what he can say is, oh my God, I thought that was, because that's the excuse you bring back the next day, right? I'm so sorry. I thought that this was Jen's purse. She had a purse that looks just like it. Please forgive me. I don't do anything like this. I really did think that that was Jen's purse. And because you don't have any proof if this is something that he does all the time or if he did or did not know, you just got to say, it's okay, and look out for him the next time, right? This is where the Shaw Squad messed up, because Meredith says she got the call 30 minutes after they left, right? So there's no way that the manager calls Meredith 30 minutes after they left, that Meredith then don't call Jim right away and be like, girl, my employee is saying that your employee robbed my store. What happened? What's going on? Right? So Jim, you got to act surprised and be like, girl, what? Really? Let me do some research, right? Do some research. And if you find out, because you didn't steal it, find out what happened, you say, oh my goodness, girl, I call him. He told me everything that happened. See, he's a kid. You know, he don't know much of nothing. I'm trying to help him out. He's crying and shake him. I put the fear of God in him. I threatened the police and I threatened legal action and everything. He's actually bringing the clutch to me right now. Meredith don't know that you're at an event with the clutch, right? But you can give her this whole story. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have one of my assistants from the Shaw Squad bring that clutch to you right away. I am so sorry, girl. And you don't ever have to worry about him again. I already fired him, right? But you messed up where you returned the clutch the next day and still kept him on payroll, because then you create suspicion. Because why are you returning an item that was stolen from my store? I am a friend. I am somebody who is also within a community that you need to be in to get the status that you desire. I am also somebody who you could possibly do business with. I'm also such a good friend that you threw an $80,000 birthday party for me. Why are you returning my clutch the next day? And why is this person still employed? It creates suspicion. And then she starts looking at you funny. And then that becomes a red flag. So when stuff like this happens to her, it's like, oh, it makes sense. If she's stealing a clutch out of my store, I know she's going to steal $30K from an elderly person who don't know what the hell they doing when this person is calling them, telling them that they got to pay this much money for a grave site in a graveyard that don't even exist. But they thinking that they're planning for their next steps, but they don't know that they're getting taken advantage of. So you create suspicion. And that's where you messed up. You're such an expert scammer, but every expert scammer messes up. Every expert scammer brings back the wrong receipts to the Gap. Because what she can't do is bring the Fifth Avenue receipts to the 34th Street Gap receipts, because then the 34th Street Gap has to make a call to Fifth Avenue, and then we're comparing notes. And when we compare notes and we compare footage, we give more information to the DA, and they have more stuff against you now where they feel like they can win a case, and that's where they go after you. And then that's where you end up in Sing Sing. Miss Afro Latina with the paperboy hat. Anyway, I said all that to say, Jen, you messed up. You should have known what them cameras were. You should have known. Meredith is such a good friend. You could have brought it up in a conversation. Like, oh, girl, I'm thinking about opening up a business as well. I want to sell, I love a fur coat. So I want to open up a store where I'm doing like fur coats. what kind of security system do you think I should have? I know you have one. I see you have the camera right there. And Meredith will go, oh yeah, no, but I have one right here, right here, right here. See, you're supposed to be seasoned. You're supposed to be seasoned. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. That's why you might go to Sing Sing. I'm sorry, the spirit of Meredith and the grand dame took over me. Anyway, so Lisa is giving her red flags, and then Whitney again, who loves the mess, right? Enjoys the mess, enjoys the gossip, enjoys the tea. Again, you're showing your cards, right? Because as the ladies are comparing red flags, Jenny is not like really into it, right? Because it's just not, she's like, let's just wait till we hear everything. Let's wait for everything to, come to light. And, we shouldn't be calling lawyers. Like none of this is like it doesn't really affect us. So we really shouldn't be discussing it or having this conversation because we really don't know. Whitney, no, absolutely not. We're all in danger. If we don't talk about this now, if we don't compare stories, if we don't share information and tea and gossip, because I have several blogs here that I was dying to talk to you guys about. But if we do not compare this, we're in danger. We are all in danger. Girl, just say you want to gossip. Just say you're in danger. We're all at risk. We could possibly be, put on death row. We have to talk about these blogs. Got it? No, because they're, and also my friend, the one that works at Walmart, she saw it. I want to get her on the line. Can we just have the discussion? I want to talk about the mess. Like, just be honest about the situation. But you are not in danger, girl. Get the hell out of here. That's all I want to say. Tony, share the link so we can get into it. Did I say? Yeah, I did say everything I wanted to say. I will say this. This is out of the review. I will say this. I feel like we're going to get a Jenny and Lisa beef going this season, and I'm kind of here for it. If you want beef with anybody, Jenny is the girl to beef with. She is the girl to beef with. You know what, Andy? I got an idea. Candace and Jenny on the same ultimate girls trip. A match like Wimbledon. I'm telling you, that will be the match up from hell and heaven. A beautiful matchup. I'm telling you, we will be watching that show like, what? Just like tennis. Bam, bam. From Candace to Jenny. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, she got you there, Jenny. Bam. Oh, she got you there, Candace. Bam, bam, bam. Candace and Jenny on the same season, Andy. Another thing that I gave you for free. You gonna start paying me, bro. You gonna start paying me. You better pay me now when you can afford me. Anyway, Penny's point of view said, oh, I love your hair. Penny's point of view. I think I don't know. I gotta confirm with my hair braider. But I think they're called Fulani, right? I'm getting Fulani braids, kind of like what you have. Hey, Simply Simone is in the building. Kind of like what you have. Not kind of, probably, yeah, I'm going to have just a little something different. Oh, we got Alicia in the building. What's up, Alicia? So yeah, I'm kind of getting something like that. I said all that to say, I love your hair. Anyway, Penny's point of view said, Lisa was intentional when she said that about Meredith knowing something. She knew it was on mic. Yeah, this is why Lisa, oh, don't fret, everybody. I got my aloe vera leaf. I'm making my serum tonight. This is why Lisa beefs with people. This is why she beefs with people, because she pulls this stuff. And I get it, Lisa. You're doing it for the show. You want to make great content. But you also have to realize if the person that you are doing this to is not in on it, you create a drama. So you can't play victim when she comes to get you together. I'm going to answer Shakia's. I'm going to talk about Shakia's, and then we're going to get into Simply Simone. Shakia said, Lisa is going to get ripped to shreds at the reunion for the second year. Yup. And listen, it's all on her. It's all on her. Let me bring up, we got Tony in the building. Let me bring up Simply Simone. And again, Simply Simone is doing Avatar, right? I know Simply Simone. That's the thing. If I don't know you, I need for you to like, you can't do Avatar. We got to protect the Star family over here. Oh, she's not on Avatar. She took it off. Okay, Simply Simone. Yes, let's get into it. Come on, sis. Let them know.
Hi. This episode took me out. It took me out. I should not have been laughing at them crying, but I did. It's just, y'all are so sheltered.
Lisa was shaking, wasn't she? I'm shaking.
My question is, why do you have 6 attorneys? Why do you have 6 attorneys? And it makes me think she may be invested in Jen's company, and that's why she called.
Probably. Because for me, Lisa was moving like she had her foot in the game somewhere.
Yep.
It just did not make sense.
Yep. Also, Meredith, this episode convinced me that she may have tipped off the feds.
Yeah.
This episode convinced me. Why are you so happy about this?
Meredith was elated, and I was like, "Oh, girl, control the smirk. You're a little too excited."
Like, you're smiling more than Mary. Like, what? Calm down. Be serious, please.
She was a little too excited for me.
Also, one thing before the episode ended, Heather had mentioned that she had gone an Uber for Jen and that she had gotten off like a half a mile away from like where they were at. And then Lisa had mentioned that she probably met somebody. And I'm like, wait a minute. Is this a business partner? Is there an affair? What's going on? Y'all been sitting on this for this long?
The reason why I didn't get into it is because, you know how they do Frankenbites on these shows, right? Mm-hmm. You know how they like give us a lead, but it's not really what's happening. So I didn't want to get into it, and it comes out to be something totally different. But Lisa was acting, the way Lisa was acting in the editing on this show made it seem like Jen might be cheating on Coach Shop.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Poor Coach. Oh, Lord.
Right.
Poor Coach.
Poor guy.
I mean, I never know where to be. I mean, when this all came out, we were all worried about him. And then we're at this point, we're just like, okay, maybe he knew something. But then it's like, okay, maybe he doesn't know. And then he might be getting cheated on. It's like, oh my God, poor man.
Poor guy. I will say this, though. I feel like if Coach Shaw knew something, at this point, we would have known.
Oh, yeah.
At this point, we would have known. At this point, he would have been indicted as well. Like, we haven't, there's nothing on him. So I don't think we only thing we can believe is that he wasn't involved. Poor guy.
Oh, yeah. I put this in the comments about the assistant. From the after show, he had previously worked for Heather, but he was fired because he was taking, cash tips from Jen. And Jen was the one that told Heather that she was taking that cash tips.
Simone, you sent that to me, and I have that here. Let me play that. Let me see how I can do that. I'm just going to play it and see how it works. Here we go.
Jen had an entourage that was pretty deep, ran really deep. Like she said that she had like first string, second string, third string staff, that would help her. And one of her former staff had a 5-finger discounted a clutch from Meredith's store. And it was a staff member that I was also familiar with that had 5-fingered some cash from my store. So he was a former employee of mine that I had to let go because Jen actually informed me that he had been taking cash tips from her on the side, not informing the management of, which is a policy at Beauty Lab. We don't accept tips. We don't accept commissions on sales. We are a very, very like bread and butter business because we're trying to like be different from all the other salesy businesses out there. And so when we found out, we confronted him and said, Jen Shaw told us that she's been giving you cash to make her appointments and to give her treatments, which is completely opposite of our printed company policy. And he admitted it and resigned that day. And I haven't really continued a relationship with him since then. So when I heard that he was possibly stealing a clutch from Meredith's store, it was completely consistent with what I knew this person to stand for. But that's another cog in the wheel, of like Jen is employing people that she's turned into me.
I personally think that says a lot.
Says a lot.
Yep. It's just a mess. I
Right.
can't.
This man has been stealing from everybody, and you still kept him on payroll. That's why I'm just like, is he stealing for you?
And why would he steal from Meredith? What kind of scammer steals from a friend where you know
Well,
the security
listen.
footage? Any
Well,
jewelry
listen.
store has security footage.
Well, listen, he stole from Meredith after he stole from Heather.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So he'd been stealing from her friends, and Jen was just like, you know what? Let me put you on payroll. So if he's stealing from Heather, if he's stealing from Meredith, and you still keep him on payroll, it's not that much of a leap for people to be like, oh, is he stealing for you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, was the quality that you were looking for in him a thief? Is that why you hired him and brought him on?
Yep, that's why I feel like they poached that clutch. They poached that clutch and brought a fake the next day.
They did not bring it back until the next day. Why? Because Jen was probably at an event with that clutch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, it was giving me my 34th Street Gap days. I was like, oh, I know what this is. I know what this is.
Listen, I automatically thought about Bath and Body Works because a lot of them will try to get the candles from the front, be like, oh, I'll come to good for a refund. Do you have your receipt?
Yep.
We can't give you a full refund without your receipt.
Yeah.
It'd be the same people.
We know the scams every time. Every time. We know them scammers. But they know the policy. You can't do anything about it. Anyway, thank you, Simply Simone. I'm going to jump into the comments, get a few more comments. Then we're going to bring up Alicia. Thank you, sis, for joining me. Don't be a stranger. If you guys like this, I will definitely keep it up because this is as much as your channel as it is mine. Thank you, Simply Simone.
You're welcome. Bye.
Simply Simone, I'm telling you, like all the tea. Breaking news. She will send it to me. Breaking news. I love her. Let me get some of your comments. I'm going to get some. Oh, hold on. We gotta get a super chat. Hey, Tamara. Tamara said, I don't watch Salt Lake City, and I decided to watch the arresting episode and this one, and I was shocked at the smiles of some of these women. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the super chat. There you go. I'm telling you, it was very weird for me. Very weird for me. I'm like, why are y'all so giddy that this woman is having a terrible day? Like, can't get any worse than this. It can't. I'm telling you, my perspective also changed when I saw her son walking out. Like that, listen, what Jen did or allegedly did, her and Stu, it's absolutely terrible. But the Fed showing up to their home and that baby walking out with his hands up got me right in the heart. Thank you, Tamara, for the super chat. Let me get to Wendy. Wendy said, y'all saw that video of one of the boosters grabbing a rack of tracksuits and running out, but couldn't get into the runaway car. The car drove off. They set her up. They set that girl up because she got to that car in enough time and the door was locked. They set that girl up. I absolutely saw that. I will say this, little personal tea. When my family and I were looking, we were looking at one neighborhood, and while we were like looking around, we see this guy running, and he has like all these clothes in his arm and like shoes in his hand. And we're like, no way. Because we were actually going into the store that he was robbing, Marshall's. And we're like, absolutely not. He did not rob that store. So he did like a snatch and grab at Marshall's, right? So we're like, you know what? That was an isolated incident. You know, we're from Philly. Things happen. As we are going around, because we see a Popeyes across the street, and we're about to go to Popeyes, we see this dude again. And he's running out of a Burlington Coat Factory with more clothes and shoes. My mom was like, oh, why did the Lord show me this? Because I cannot live in this neighborhood. We saw a house there and everything that we love. But I mean, our spirits were so shaken by that. My mom was like, nah, I can't do this. I cannot do this. Let me get this super. Oh, wait, I got two. No. Let me get this super chat from Nashika, and then we're going to get into Alicia, and we have another special guest. Nashika said, Academy, please give Nikki an Oscar, Emmy, and a Golden Globe. The impressions of the girls are stellar. Oh, thank you. LOL, the acting has me. Thank you so much, Nashika. Thank you, sis. Alicia, what's tea?
Hey everybody. Hey Nikki. So
Hey.
how you guys doing tonight? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. First thing first, I wanted to say, hey Queen. How you tonight? Thank you so
I'm good.
much. And look at Levi. He know you, girl. He know you
Hey.
from told you. He know your voice. He be looking for you every time I play a video. So
Oh, he's so
I think
adorable.
that baby walk out that door with his hands up. I was like, oh my God, look at that little, like, it's just so sad to me that these little brown boys and these little brown girls, like, they already know what to do. Like I can imagine like another racist kid, not to say anything, but they don't know what to do when the cops come. They just sit there and just be looking shocked. Whereas our kids, they automatically know what to do to get in position. Like they know exactly what to do. And it's just like, girl, I almost started crying. But to
Yeah.
see, you already know, like, no, I don't like Jen. I do not like Jen. Jen is a scammer. She's stealing from old people, and that is down. You can't steal from the old people. Right? But the fact of the matter that they were sitting there and gloating and just in glee about the fact, like nobody likes Jen, but when you see that, I'm pretty sure when they watched this episode back and seen her son walk out them doors with his hands up, they probably was like, oh yeah, that's a bad look. That's a bad look. They might try and change their tune a little bit, but you already know they coming. But woo,
because it's real like that. Like I'm telling you, I talk a lot about how these reality TV shows are manipulated, and I say that they're able to get away with calling it reality TV because real life happens while they're filming. Like this moment, this was a gem. I always I will never forget that producer who thought that her scene was done because the ladies said they didn't want to go on the trip, and then the feds showed up.
Girl, I know as soon as everything cooled down for the night, she called her boss and was like, we got go. We got
yes. She started that scene so defeated. And at the end of the day, she had the winning shot of the season. Won't we do it? But I will say listen, like I said before, reality TV is a lot of times it's fake, forced, reshot. But that was real. And seeing that baby with his hands up, I was just like, listen, for what she's allegedly done, if she's getting her just due, okay. You don't have to celebrate it. I mean, some of them were just so overjoyed about that mess. That was heartbreaking.
Girl, but
very heartbreaking.
Footage of her employee doing that boosting, I was like, cause girl, my very first job was City Trends, and City Trends are in the ghetto. In the ghetto, so I seen some stuff in that store, girl.
Absolutely.
We done had the boosters call the cops on us because we looking at them too hard. Thomason, we harassing them because we watching them because we know they steal. How that work?
Listen, those boosters got Meryl Streep shaking. The way they put on the acting, A+. A+.
They called. It was one time. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story, real quick. All right, we was in City. I was working in City Trends, and then I probably like a month or so in. So I was new, but girl, we know we got family members that we don't want to talk about, but we know what they be doing while they ain't around us. So I was already hip to what was going on in the store because I worked there and I had been shopping and I've been going to Petersburg and stuff my whole entire life. So I'm working there, and then my manager was like, look, that lady right there, she like to go into the fitting room and she like to go and pop tags, and they got these little wire cutters they bring in too, and they'll cut, City Trends got them old school security tags. They got to push the pin through.
Yes.
And go in there and they'll pop the tags, and you got to watch them. They cannot go in there with more than 3. The lady gonna call the cops and tell the cops that me and my coworker was sticking our heads underneath the door to look up at her. But the thing is, my manager was like, well, if the person was sticking their head underneath the door, she can point them out, right?
Mm-hmm.
She could never point us out. And the cop was like, okay, yeah. So
all it does is create distraction, and it creates intimidation for the employees so they know not to come after her again when she comes back to do it. Listen, we all know the scams. Know the scams.
I was off one Friday, and my coworkers got held up at gunpoint, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm not coming back."
Yeah, smart move.
Get the job.
Smart move.
I got another future ahead. It's fine.
Yes, that's right.
good night, and I love you so much, Nikki.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. Bye, baby.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, sis. Night. Okay, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute myself because I saw a little delay when me and Alicia was talking. So I'm going to mute myself. So like when I bring you guys up and you want to interact with me, just know it's going to be a little bit of delay because I'm going to mute myself because I feel like when I talk, you guys get muted and certain things get caught, get lost. Wait, did I get another one? I got that one. What I'm going to do is get 2 more comments and then we're going to bring up Tony. Hey, Tiny. Tiny said, LOL, we can't be buying into the narrative of the Mormon royalty that her Botox salon is a bread and butter business. She wants to keep her workers at a certain standard. Absolutely. That's exactly what that is. I'm just like, they can't accept tips? Why not? Like, yeah, that's exactly what she's doing. That bread and butter was code word. Definitely a code word for please don't raise the minimum wage. That's exactly what that was. Thank you, Tiny. Let me get. Oh, wait. I wanted to get this comment. Hey, Gossip and Grigio podcast. Grigio. Oh, I love that. Gossip and Grigio podcast says, I just don't get why a rich person would steal from their friend. A thief is a thief. A thief is a thief. They don't care who. They're very selfish people and they just want their needs to be met. Listen, you know I'm an ID channel hoe. I was just watching we got Elise and JLB and Tony is up next. I was just watching, I think yesterday, American Monster, and it was about this woman who literally killed all 4 of her husbands, and she was about to kill another, and a boyfriend and her son for their life insurance policies. She didn't care a damn thing about their lives. She just wanted that money. A thief is a thief. They are very selfish, narcissistic and evil people. Stay woke and watch out. If they steal, something minor, baby, they coming back for something bigger. Stay woke. Tony, what you got to say, sis? And I'm gonna mute myself, Tony. So just let me know when you want me to respond.
Oh, hey. Hey girl, hey. Honestly, I watched it earlier before I had texted you about doing a live chat. And I was real hyped because I was like, I have so many questions. So many, like my Nancy Drew hat was on. Girl, you could just on mic. You could talk to me while we're going on. We'll go ahead. And I was just like, first of all, who spoke? Probably nobody. But then I'm like, and then the question about the driver at the end and if she's cheat, like, why did that even come up? Like, Jen was just thrown under the bus. This whole. Yep. But I heard, though, if it wasn't this with Jen that they got lucky with, Mary was going to be in the hot seat. Oh, my God.
I think so, too.
On this. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Let me sit up. Hold on. Hold on, girl. Hold on. My God. Today.
Let me say this, Tony. I absolutely agree with what you saying. This was going to be Mary's season. It was absolutely going to be Mary's season. From Lisa bringing in that guy that used to go to Mary's church to Lisa and Meredith having the conversation about Mary's church being a cult. They got lucky with Jen and the feds, but this was Mary's season.
Yeah.
This was Mary's season to have her downfall.
I was
and
like,
Jen came in and said, me first.
So many questions because also when the season started, I was like, how come Jen's so like calm and nice this season? Because last season she was hot. And then she started off and I'm like, how did they do this in terms of like editing? Like, did she know before? Like, is it like a reverse type of editing that they did? You know what I mean?
I think so.
Did this happen? And then the stuff that happened in the beginning that we saw was all like after.
I think so.
Because she was real calm. And
yeah, I think so. You know what? And speaking of that, Tony, let me real quick play this video that Tony sent me. This is Jen explaining what happened. I want to discuss this with you. Hold on.
We leave Beauty Lab and Laser. We're gone maybe like 10, 15 minutes. And then that's when I got a phone call. Well, it was a New York number. I answered it and it was a detective saying, and what he said to me was, hi, this is Detective so-and-so. I just want to make sure, are you okay? I said, wait, you're from where? And he says, New York City. The first thing I said to him, is my husband okay? He's like, yes, your husband's fine. I just need to make sure you're okay. I get a text from Heather.
I'm just going to message her.
And she says, Jen, a New York detective is here and he's asking if you're here, and he's asking where you are because he just needs to make sure you're okay. I didn't see the text message until after I hung up with him and looked at my phone. So now I'm thinking, okay, so because I have a restraining order against somebody in New York from years ago. So then I'm thinking, oh my gosh, maybe this person has like threatened my family's life again, or my life, because why would they be saying like, are you okay? We just need to make sure you're okay. This person had made threats against my family. This person, there was already a restraining order against this person. They broke the restraining order, flew to Utah to try to physically assault me. So I'm scared because there are real physical threats that have happened that I've had to, take, legal action against, because I didn't have any information when I left other than we'll tell you when we want to talk to you. We'll tell you. And their whole concern, he kept telling me, was we want to make sure you're okay. That's why that was my thought, that's what this was about.
She's such a liar. Like you are the biggest liar. Even if that was true, because of everything, I'm sorry, I'm not believing you. I'm not believing anything that comes out of your mouth. Like anything that comes out of your mouth.
It's giving Mia. It's giving Mia Thornton.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, right? Two things that she did that I was just like, girl, shut up, right? Because you say, now I will say there is a footage backing up the police saying, or the feds or whoever saying, is she okay? Because we did see that on the episode. They were just like, just wanted to make sure she's okay. We're just checking in on her, right? But then you're saying that somebody called you from the hospital and Coach Shah is currently in the emergency room or whatever, about to get surgery on his body because he has internal bleeding. Where's that explanation? Where did all of that stuff come from? The only thing that backs you up is having one of the feds saying on camera, we just want to know where she is because we just want to make sure she's okay. The second thing that she did wrong, the first thing was basically saying that your husband is near death. You use someone that you are supposed to love dearly as a lie to get out of having to, talk about what's happening in for real or being arrested on camera. And then the second thing that she did that was so wrong is you bring in this person who you said you have a restraining order against, who you said that came out to Utah to hurt you. Now, listen, if this person is somebody who you got a restraining order against, who walked up on you somewhere and tried to harm you, if this person is somebody that you scammed, you set yourself up for them coming on the show and exposing you even more.
And that's
I was like, girl, it better be an ex. It better be some crazy ex who's stalking you. It better not be somebody whose money you took, because now whoever don't like you, or if Bravo does the research and this person comes up and they say, do you want to talk about it on camera? You didn't mess yourself up.
Well, Meredith will bring that person on.
With glee. With glee.
She is so crazy. Like, when she was in the bathtub, I was like,
this was such a different narrative.
The reaction that I saw from her, my mouth dropped, because I was like, oh, really? That's how we're reacting?
This was such a different narrative. Like, she had so much personality now. And I'm like,
where did this hate come from? Because I know they were cool, but they weren't cool, but not this hate. Like, where did that come from? There's a missing piece. Oh, some people were talking about, like, not just with this chat, with like other chats and so forth, about Coach Shah. And do you remember last episode, or was another episode, when he comes into the closet when she was, it was the last episode, and she was packing, and she said something, and he was like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't pay attention to what you're doing. So in my head, I feel like he's one of those husbands that's like, I really don't pay attention to my wife. She does whatever she wants to do, and it is what it is. Like if she has that much, and you know what I mean. Like so, I feel like he has a clue, but not like to this extent. He probably didn't think she was like a thief in the night, like this, right?
Well, word on the street is they were broken up for a long time and got back together for the show. Like they weren't even living together in the same home, but they got together when the show started filming so that Jen could look like she has a family unit because they weren't even in the Shaw Chalet for that long. Coach Shaw was living somewhere else. Remember when the first season when he's like not there all the time and she's like he's always away at work? Coach Shaw was in his other home, his real home that he's been living in for a while. They have been separate, allegedly. Word on the street. This is my Bravo insider tea. Word on the street is that they were not together. They were like married, but like living
it makes sense.
Separately. It does.
That makes so much sense because the way they were moving last season and even his mannerisms, it's just like,
yep,
y'all ain't adding up. But I don't want to.
The math was not mathing with this coach doing all of this college coach doing all of this traveling during a pandemic. What games are y'all playing?
Yeah,
that he's gone all the time.
Yeah, she's off the hinges. Like last season, like you know what's so funny though? I like the wild card. I like the crazy people. I like them. I like the people y'all don't like. That's who I go for. So last season, when Jen started, I was like, yes, I love this. And then as it progressed, I was like, oh, no. I don't like her. I don't like her no more.
That was Mary. Me with Erica Jane.
I turned into Mary. I started like, oh my, like, I love Mary. People don't like Mary, but let me tell you something. I don't care what she does. It is
she's good TV.
Like, I laugh till I can't laugh no more. Oh my God. Mary is the best. She needs to never, ever go. Like, never.
She's great TV.
I'm so tired.
We gotta give it to her. You look fine, Tony.
Girl, it's 10 o'clock. It's my bedtime.
I understand.
Anyway, but thank you so much for doing this. I love a live chat. And like, I could talk forever, but I know there's people in the background. And so I'm going to let them talk.
Thank you, Tony. This was, guys, Tony suggested this like 30 minutes before I was going to go on. I was like, sure, let's see if people want to do it.
Oh, you read it 30 minutes before. I said that when I watched the episode, and I was just like, oh my God, Nikki. If you heard me, if I'd done a voice note, you would have been like, this girl is mad.
Well, this was her suggestion, and thank you for doing it, Tony, because we have people lined up and ready to get into it. You froze. Oh, yeah, I got you, sis. But thank you for suggesting it, Tony. If you guys want to keep this up, let me know. Tony's responsible for the live chat tonight. Thank you, Tony. Bye. JLB, you are up next. I'm just going to get two more comments from the written comments here, and then I will bring you up, JLB. Let me get this super chat. Hold on. Let me get my. Hey, Tamara, thank you for another super chat. Tamara said she's lying. Homeland Security, no way, girl. That's in reference to what Jen was saying. Yeah, it was a lie. It was an absolute lie. I honestly think that it was Sharif Sr. calling her saying, the feds are looking for you. So where are you? If you're filming, get off them cameras because they're going to you. I got alerted or something like that. I think that's what happened. Thank you so much, Tamara. Let me get one more, and then we're going to bring up JLB. Miss Brown Sugar said, by the way, she probably isn't lying about that. Law enforcement can use all kinds of tactics to keep you calm, to keep you from running while they find your location. Yes, and I absolutely agree with that. And the footage also backs up what Jen was saying when they were just like, we just want to make sure you are okay. Now, not saying that she's lying about them saying that because we have them on camera saying it, but Jen has lied so much, you really can't believe much of what she says. But there was some truth in that comment. JLB, let's get it. Hey!
Hi! Oh my gosh, this is my first time like coming on a camera for a live. So I'm nervous and a little shaky, but bear with. I'm giving you Bonnet Chronicles realness.
I love it. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you. This episode was just absolute madness. And Meredith like turned complete supervillain, just like lounging in her bathtub, like
Just so excited at this woman's downfall. It was weird.
no, way too weird. And it's just like, what in the devil wears Brooks Marks? Like, Meredith, calm down. Calm down. It was too much. And my thing is, you know, it's like, okay, when people get on your bad side and they hurt you, etc., like, you know, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. That's, you know, that's great. But what's in your closet, you know? So if you're rejoicing in someone's downfall, like, just make sure you have things, you know, squared away and taken care of. That's all I'm saying. And Lisa, does she have an entanglement with Jen's business?
The way she called 6 lawyers, mic'd up and on camera. Why?
Yeah. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm shaking. Look at me, I'm shaking. And I love your Lisa impression, by the way. Every time.
I hope she never sees it. I hope she never sees it, but thank you.
Yes, and I'm just everybody was just so full of glee and just all into it. And Whitney's all NCSI, and you know, I'm just like, what is happening? Like, this is too much. And Jenny is just like, okay.
Jenny was the only one. Jenny and Heather were the only 2 people where I was just like, this makes sense. Everybody else, this episode being so filled with glee that this was happening to Jen, made like the audience go, well, wait a minute, who's protecting Jen? And we were all ready to drag Jen.
Yep.
With the ladies' reaction, we were just like, okay, what she did is wrong, but you're diabolical. Like, it was real weird. Real weird how they were acting this episode. And Jenny, of all people, the voice of reason.
Looking like the reasonable one when, you know, just a few episodes ago, I was just like, okay, Jenny, you know, I don't like how you're talking to Mary. Like, you just met her, you know, but...
Yes. So much changed in this episode, like so many like perspectives and everything. So much has changed. I will say this about Jenny, though. Although I was able to see a different side of her, I'm still Team Mary on what happened with them, because the way Jenny is talking about Mary, like Mary did something to her. Does Jenny not realize that Mary and Lisa, who are actual friends, were having a heated conversation about an offense that happened in front of, no, Jenny wasn't there, but Jenny gets there and she goes, oh, shut the F up. We're here to have fun. This is Mary's first time meeting her. All Mary said was, did she really just say that to us? And Jenny loses it on her and is still sitting in a place of, well, I'm not going to let Mary talk to me or treat me any kind of way. Do you not realize that you were wrong? It's so weird how she sees this Mary situation. So I got my good eye on her.
Me
like,
too.
Hey,
yeah.
Why do you see this situation like this with Mary?
And I mean, I don't know if I should say this, but I do feel like Jenny benefits from being more so in the, you know, model minority group.
Absolutely.
So I feel like, you know, Mary's melanin, although that's fading in a very sad way. I feel like Jenny feels like she can talk to her like that, like it's okay. And that she can play the role of, you know, like, how dare she speak to me, like to tell me what to do, etc. And I'm like, well, you are the one who are out of line. And I mean, clearly you had a lot of stuff going on in the background, but if that was the case, like, take a spa day somewhere, like, you know, like get a therapy session in, like something to deal with this, because lashing out like that was just not called for. But, you know, so we'll keep our good eyes on her.
As the victim.
Right.
Like after, I'm like, you had some time to chill out. You are still in the place of Mary offended me, so I defended myself.
Yeah.
We got you on 4K.
Yeah. We see you.
Absolutely not. We see you.
Okay. Yeah. But so I just wanted to make a few comments and to say hi to you, like face to face. You know, I'm really excited and just wanted to show a lot of love. I really enjoy this platform. I love your content and I love the Star fam. Like, you guys are all like my friends in my head. So, you know, hopefully one day we can have a meetup and have a good time. So
awesome. Thank you, JLB. Have a good night, sis.
Thank you. You too. Also, I'm Jamie Lee on Venmo. So if you've seen Jamie Lee on Venmo, that's me.
Jamie, thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye, everybody.
We had our Bonnet Chronicles. Yes. Elise, you're up next. You know how it goes. I want to get 2 more comments and then I'll hop into you. Elise, I'm going to remove this one. You have 2. So I'm going to remove the one you're not on, right? Is that the one? Good. Okay, let me remove this one right now. Okay. Let me get two more. Oh, I got super chats. Let me get these super chats. New Mommy D, what's good? New Mommy D said the difference in the way the housewives are treating Jen's scams compared to Erica is night and day. Come on. None of the Real Housewives of Potomac or Real Housewives of Atlanta better ever scam a penny, because they will be, listen, choicey words hung, but yep, night and day. You better tell it, New Mommy D. Thank you for the super chat. Tamara said, loving this live chat. Me too. I love interacting with you guys through video as well. Thank you so much, Tamara. I got my super chats. Let me just get two non-super chats comments, and then we'll get into Elise. Bella Flores said, let's call a spade a spade. Jenny was not reasonable. She was realizing that she was not going to come back. Come back next season. There's no way anyone is going to care about her first season. That makes a lot of sense. It is giving Mia, right? Because just like Mia, Jenny has almost beat with, I mean, she's only been on a couple episodes, but she's already been in something with a lot of the cast members. But I'm noticing that she's staying on Mary's neck, right? Same thing with Mia. Mia got into it with everybody on the cast, but she stayed on Candace's and Wendy's neck, but more Candace, because Candace is reactionary, right? So I'm not going to do colorism or, Black person and person of color thing, because that, of course, is in there, and of course, that's layered. But what I'm thinking is these first season girls are going after the most reactionary person on the show, because they will give you a scene, and it will give you content, and it will give you footage, and you will be trending, right? And you will be more interesting, because I feel like from what we have seen just so closely with Potomac and right now what's happening with Jenny on Salt Lake City, I'm thinking that this is the new way to solidify a second season. And that is going after the most reactionary person on the cast, because they will give you a scene. Stay woke, reactionary cast members. Stay woke. Alicia said they went to her house first. That was a video of her son walking out. The son probably called his dad. And the coach called her. Yeah, because who else was with the baby? I don't think there was anybody. Was the baby the only one at home? Who was with him? Oh, that is so frightening. To be home alone and the feds come and you're a freaking child, a male child at that. My God, today. Virgo said it was airing during COVID, but remember they filmed prior to that. So Coach Shaw could have been on the way. Okay. Oh yeah, he could have been, but they were not living in the same house. That's why I was always uncomfortable in their scenes. That's why that home looked empty. Remember, I told y'all that IKEA medium shelf, it's a bookcase. I'm like, how do you have this huge chalet and you got an IKEA bookcase? What's going on? The math ain't mathing. Elise, what's good? Let's get into it. Hey, here. Yes.
Hey everyone. So okay, I have so many thoughts. We're gonna get it down like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. All right. First one, seeing all of these, I don't mean to go there, but seeing all these like white women sitting around laughing at Jen's demise, it's not even like y'all are like mad or like happy that the victims are, getting their justice or whatever. Y'all are like, this is something fun. Like, she's going to jail. And not on top of that, like her kids had like officers outside with like long guns in their face. And they are, like y'all said, they knew to come outside with their hands up. Now, if that was Dan Brooks, he'd be like, y'all, the cops are here. What are we going to do? But they were like, all right, we already know what to do. Mm-hmm. Second of all, Lisa being all the mess and she ain't even getting an EP check. Come on now. Why are you like this? Like, ma'am, you are putting in too much work. I hope they're paying you the most. Who else? Miss Mary. I don't know. Like Tony just said, was it Tony or was it Jamie? Whoever just said, like, she was entertaining. Now she's coming off like crazy. Like, I don't want to say crazy, but maybe mentally disturbed. Let's say that.
Unwell.
Yeah, let's say that. And like, I don't know if y'all heard, but Mary also got arrested too on like a lighter charge. Something about somebody.
Wait, was she arrested or did I think she had to report to the DA or something?
Something like that.
Her son, I believe her son's girlfriend ran away from home. Yeah, it was harboring a minor.
Yeah,
her son's girlfriend ran away from home and stayed at her home, and Mary would not return the child.
And that, like y'all said, she was getting the Jen edit, but Jen had Homeland Security on them. And like we said earlier, since because of the Patriot Act, they can do that type of stuff. Yeah. And that's how she got caught up. And it's just like, and then what's her name? Meredith sitting in the bathtub, like that.
Sick. I was very shocked. Very, very shocked.
And then last but not least, Whitney, ma'am, if you're gonna be messy, be like more coy messy. Don't be just all out there like, y'all.
She was on the nose.
It was like, man, we're all messy. That's why we watching y'all show. But you gotta tone it down a little.
She was too excited.
But that's all I had to say. Love you, Nikki. You keep me entertained in this dorm room because it's just me and these books. Love you, Tracy, Lavender, Tony, sup people, all of us. You know, we all be cutting up in your live, and it's just such a like entertaining and fun. Like this is light shade place.
Yeah,
some of these other YouTube streets are the streets, the trenches. But over here, we safe.
Don't bring your ghetto over here.
Keep it over there. But this is a safe place, and I love all of y'all, and I'll continue to support. And that's all I gotta say. Good night, y'all.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Elise. And listen, prayers to you in school.
Thank you.
I understand. Thank you, sis. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, there we go. Thank you, Elise. And thank you, everybody who joined me tonight. This was fun. If you guys want to keep it up, just let me know. Hit me up on Instagram. You could do it anytime before, like just say, hey, I would like to jump in on the live tonight talking about whatever. You know, I love sharing my platform with you guys. Also, real quick, because Elise brought this up, like made me think of this with Mary. Mary, you better walk lightly. Because like we talked about before, this was your season. But the way you were going around saying on this episode, you can't believe that Jen would scam elderly and vulnerable people. It's so awful of her to do that. And I'm like, y'all doing the same damn thing. Walk lightly, because this was supposed to be a season. You were supposed to get your moment. Jen just came in and took the crown for right now, but stay woke. And for the rest of the ladies, I'm telling you, never celebrate anybody's downfall. It just never works out for you. Because Karma hears you laughing. Karma hears you kikiing. And while she's over there getting somebody together, she turns around and says, hold on. I got time for you too. Stay woke. Stay woke. Let me get this super chat. I got another super chat, I believe. Hey, Tamara. Tamara said, the sun scene with his hands up teared me up. Yep. A Black young man surrounded with guns, that poor baby, and that poor baby knew exactly what to do. Exactly what to do. While adult white women had no idea how to handle that situation because they were not in any way scared for themselves, not thinking that they would make it. Heather saw the cops and clicked her heels right out there and said, hey, what's going on? Yeah, let me talk to you. What happened? But that boy saw them feds and went outside like this. Critical race theory. We got to teach it to them kids. Let's talk about it. Thank you so much, Tamara. And thank you so much, Star Family. I want to get a few more comments and then we're going to wrap it up. We are going to wrap it up. What's up? JB says what? JB says what? Said this season was pre-COVID. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. JB says what? Also says, yeah, I didn't like the internal bleeding. That is, oh my goodness, I'm sorry, JB. So that is how my mom passed away. And that is the scariest thing ever. So sorry. Yeah, it was really low of Jen to use something like that because you, first of all, you lose all credibility by being a scammer. Everybody's on alert with you, right? But then when you try to kill off your husband as an excuse to get out of it, talking about a situation, And you were so like descriptive. Yeah, he's at the emergency room. He went in for one thing and they checked us all that he had internal bleeding. I just don't understand why you would go with internal bleeding. You say that people are like, huh? Oh my gosh. You could have said he twisted his ankle, something, and he forgot his insurance card. And I have it with me. So something like, girl, internal bleeding. You were killing off your husband to get out of being accountable on camera for your crimes, allegedly. Lose all credibility. Thank you. Miss Brown Sugar says, oh, one more piece of gossip. Hello, Whitney. Word on the street is that this is basically all we're getting. Oh, all we're getting about Jen's case. They're going to be going hard on Mary for the rest of the season. Makes sense. They're probably compiling things now, and Jen's season will be next season. But Whitney, I think you're next. Just by how the footage was looking after Jen, sis, I think it's you. And you also said you had a sugar daddy this episode. Did y'all catch that? I mean, I thought Jen was getting her money because she had a sugar daddy. I mean, I had a sugar daddy. Weren't you married right out of high school? Like, weren't you like a really young bride? When did you have a sugar daddy? Did you have the sugar daddy while you were married? And was this sugar daddy your married husband? Never rejoice in anybody's downfall. Never enjoy the mess publicly too much. The way this episode was going, Whitney, I'm concerned. Oh, before I get out of here, guys, Tuesdays from now on will be 90 Day Fiancé Tuesdays. Here is why. The Bachelorette for the foreseeable future is always going to be on Tuesday nights. So Bachelorette will be Wednesdays. Bachelorette, Batch Chat, everything concerning Bachelor Nation will be Wednesdays. Everything concerning 90 Day Fiancé will be Wednesdays. I will be talking about 90 Day Fiancé. We'll start with that. The second show we will talk about is The Family Chantel. And the third show we will talk about is 90 Day Fiancé in Paradise. That was a show I was telling you guys about on Discovery. And I was like, this cast is so good. I wish they would not, no shade, waste it on the app. And I only say waste because I feel like 90 Day Fiancé's core base is not app people, right? So I'm glad that they're putting this show on network TV. The first episode is tonight. Watch it if you can. That's going to be a very great show, guys. A very great show. So I definitely want to talk about that. And we are getting Insecure reviews because the episodes are so short. I might just compile a few episodes in one live because it's a 30-minute episode, right? We're going to talk about the show in like 15 minutes and be done. So I'm going to catch up on a few shows and then we're just going to talk about like Insecure episode 1 through whatever. But those are coming. But Bachelorette on Wednesday and then Tuesdays are just going to be all 90 Day Fiancé. Whatever we want to talk about, the shows we're watching, just because we got 3 90 Day Fiancé shows to talk about. Let's give them a day. So look out for that on Tuesday. Let me hold on. I want to make sure I got all of my super chats. Let me get Irene said, Whitney, no, too much. What does she do? Does she work in marketing? She had a lot of information. Black Lavender said, Summit trying to figure out how he gonna get out of Mary and Jenny. Jenny won't let him. We're gonna end with Tiny. Tiny said, Whitney's husband runs a Ponzi. Whitney's husband runs a Ponzi scheme, hence the technical know-how. She always emphasizes the pyramid scheme is legal. Tiny, yes. She was, oh my, Whitney, I knew it. Sis, I knew it. I was watching this episode like, Whitney, it seems like they're getting footage for your season, and all this stuff that you're talking is going to be a flashback. There's going to be footage of you on your downfall season in this party bus in black and white saying, so this is how marketing scams work. Girl, stay woke. Oh my goodness. Anyway, family, thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for coming up and joining me on the live chat. I will say, if you're not a regular, you could definitely do avatar if you don't feel comfortable being on camera. Because if you're not a regular, I absolutely cannot accept you on this platform without seeing who you are. Just because, like I said before, because of you, thank you so much. The channel is growing, and I don't, some of my day ones have been rocking with me since 2015. Wow. So I've known a lot of these people for years. So if you're new here, no shade. It's not that I don't trust you. I just don't really know you like that yet. So for now, if you want to come up on the live chat, I'm going to have to see your face. We're going to have to hear your voice. The people who came up today, you guys are gravy. If you want to come up again and just use an avatar, I am absolutely fine with that. But thank you so much for joining me. I say it all the time because it does. It really means the world to me. Thank you for taking time out of your day. You don't have to, but you take time out of your day to spend with me. Makes a girl feel good. Love you, family. I'll see you soon. The countdown is coming for my second channel. Again, I was supposed to be on a timer, but we get to talking and things happen. But this is timer week. So just know I'm going to get us on a timer at some point because, like I said, I'm going to be running 2 channels. So what I'm probably going to do is be hopping off of here and then hopping over there throughout the day for lives and loading content and things of that nature. But again, thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for supporting me. I will see you all tomorrow for 90 Day Fiance Tuesday. Ciao. We're going to have a lot to talk about. Love you, family. See you soon. Bye. Mwah. Ooh, never celebrate people's downfall. Won't work out well for you. Thank you so much, Tracy. Tracy says, shout out to the NikkiStar replay gang. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and share the channel to your social media. Thank you so much for doing that, guys. It helps your girl a lot. If you have not liked the video, or if you think you have, check again to see if you have. If not, please give your girl some likes. It helps me in the YouTube algorithm, and it helps us grow. So Steph, thank you. So Steph said, the only thing I regret is that I didn't find your channel sooner. Thank you, sis. So glad you're here. Love you. Bye, Black Lab.